Yes, it is wild how I don't see the reception that the NASCAR 50 Series gets anywhere else than that they are in Newfoundland. I've never
Dude,
seen
I
that
almost commented
before.
when I saw them on stage and everything, going, why are we not? I was gonna say, I hope we see this at more of our
Toronto.
tracks. Toronto's such a good place,
And
too,
an
and
out
I feel
west
they
team
don't.
needs to do it too. An out west place needs to do it too. Do like a Saskatoon.
Hardly out west too. They need to go out west. See the
West.
problem, the real problem is that it's so fucking expensive,
Dude,
and nobody shows up.
Saskatoon's out west for us.
No, I know, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
like,
out west. I know what you mean though, because when you're out at Saskatoon, that's still,
you still got
it's almost
3
central.
days.
That's almost
Yeah.
central. Yeah, that's nuts. Eh? I don't think I
It's
would ever say
crazy
no to
that
that
you-
if it was free. Like if someone told me train, airplane, or car across Canada for free.
Mini road trip. We'll drive out there.
Stinky motherfuckers showing up, fucking like
Hey,
look
we're
like
here to watch some car racing.
we're like Tom Hanks. We look like Tom
you
Hanks
guys
Castaway.
They're like, you guys are 5 weeks late. What?
Yes, wait.
No, they're like it's fucking winter. Where have you been? What?
Gotta try fucking Quebec. Like that would be a good start. Is Three Rivers. That's kind of the most.
You know
further
what
away
would be
one.
cool if we could make it to at least more than one race or 2 races a year together. Let's work on that. First.
Yeah, that's a. Well, it might be looking good now that we have an extra fucking staff. Now I don't think there's an issue with my extracurriculars.
Good.
That motherfucker better be there to take it.
It's just not, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker be there to take my shit.
Up there, I'll take my shot. Is this a standing start?
Oh, was it? Oh, so I guess I can talk dirt sheets. I'm gonna do dirt. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna be like, I have dirt sheets on my other show. Like now I have a wrestling show.
Whatever.
You
Don't
hear
call
me
it dirt
talking?
sheet. Call
I
it,
was
dirt from the top rope.
I was
Or
playing
dirt from the bottom rope.
dirt from the bottom. Yeah, something like that. I was playing kayfabe,
Dirt from
so
the turnbuckle.
I was playing along, like I was going with the story when I was talking in that reel, and that now that I found out my phone can do recording, like screen recording with audio, and I'm like, I can, and I was like even thinking with our F1 talk, like or whatever talk, like we can just do those more. Now I'm into the reels,
saw
man.
The reel.
Yeah.
I saw the reel that you made, and I wanted to message you, but I'm like, no, I don't want to be like that because then he might think I'm being serious. But I was gonna say, where the fuck's the WOMS ones? Oh, the WoW gets all these cool reels, but the WOMS. No, but I didn't want to make you feel bad.
There would have to be a video version of that shit posted. Or I could even just go to the podcast on the web browser and record it that way. Like, even if I do that.
Honestly, the next step for us is video. We need to...
That'll be it. That is it. And then we'll go,
No,
maybe
and I mean,
we
like,
do camera. That's what I mean. Like, maybe
Yeah.
we'll go, like, maybe we do camera for... just wait. Just wait. But I think getting the rhythm of it, like... Getting the content, like we got to figure out what content to splice first, and then we can add in the pretty shit later.
And I think
We can add in the shiny stuff later.
I think we'll see more reception on our videos.
We have to, because that's reels is the thing. So we have, and I know with wrestling that's what it's like, especially with that guys. And shoot, that's called a shoot in
I'm
wrestling.
Just letting these fuckers go.
Me too. I'm on. Oh, I'm an absolutely.
Oh, I started on the grid, but I just let all these guys pass.
When one wrestler or a manager kind of talks shit on another wrestler, it's called a shoot. So that's what that reel is. So, we kind of do. I'm like, we kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, you know what's really funny too is when he was talking about like we made him retire and stuff. I'm like, oh no, this is. I'm like, whoa, this guy's really serious. And then I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, this is.
He's a manager. He is a wrestler too.
Was it an act or was he?
Yes.
Was this like part of the story?
That's
like,
kayfabe.
the
Yeah.
storyline.
Oh,
Okay.
1000%. We were doing K, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, I might as well do the opposite of what he's saying. So you know what? I don't know. Maybe that is someone else, because that's all a part of. That's all a part of the.
But what is it? Is it the same person?
It is the same guy, yeah.
Okay,
But
I
that's
figured
why
it
I
was.
go, oh,
Does
I
he
don't.
wear a mask or something?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so fucking awesome.
And he just says
Oh
one
man,
word,
I kind of
Chico.
want to be a part of it because dude, admit it.
There's a lot of
I would be
wrestling up in Barrie.
I would be fucking amazing at the wrestling stuff. 'Cause I'd be a good
You
fucking.
gotta try
heel.
it.
I'd be right in there. I'd be like, "What are you talking?" I'd be like, "What's the fat guy that used to do it?" Gene. I mean,
Gene Okerlund? Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
totally be a yeah.
Yeah, give it a shot, man. Fine. Look for a local.
I don't know enough about
So
wrestling
what was
anymore.
nice and
Like,
why I started in
oh,
wrestling was
shit,
because it was
fuck.
close.
Fuck. That sucks.
You biff it? Did you biff it?
No, well, I cut the corner close, the hairpin, because there was a guy in the fucking spun, and then I hit the barrier, and then somebody hit me, so I'm at 4 racks, but
Oh,
that's okay.
okay.
Like, it's a long race. It's a difficult race.
I started doing wrestling because it was close and free cheap. So
I do
as
have
opposed
stuff
to
right
the
now.
racing, yeah. As opposed to the racing is a bit of a that's a
Oh,
travel.
fuck.
Where's Adam Carolla? I thought he was in this game. I thought he was at this track.
Be careful at the fountain. I'm fucking doing an 80-point turn like a grandma. I'm clearing here.
Nigel's telling me that he's got. No, I was gonna
I'm
name him after the Australian guy that I know. Forget his name now. But he's a
Addy.
vinyl guy. No, he's a vinyl guy.
I don't know why. Oh man, this thing. I fucked this car.
He's the
I'm
one.
an idiot.
Yeah, you got to drive it like a street car, and you're actually driving around. Yeah. Like I'm kind of pretending like I'm obeying the street laws. Where's my signal? This is great. This is a city.
No, and that's why I'm kind of upset that they don't do Belle Isle, because these at Belle Isle was really fun.
They're gonna be doing the new.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired of buying shit. Like, I get that's part of it sometimes.
I'll have
but-
to get Toronto. For some reason, I don't know.
Oh, dude, yeah, of course.
I
If
thought they were
Toronto
doing a
comes in-
track scan a year ago, but
You said they did.
yeah, I heard from Adam Ross.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That just because they just do it. When they get the opportunity, I think that's when they do them, especially on street circuits, because they only got. although
I tried staying late to
realistically-
watch. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. I tried to stay.
Although realistically, they could just go in and laser scan everything, even with no racing there, and then build the event around the scanned roads. No?
Yeah. Well,
Because
they
that's
did.
what-
Apparently, they did it anyway at nighttime.
I'm just
But-
sure. No, I'm just.
But they
I'm
could
just saying.
outside, but it wouldn't have the exact locations of some of the curbing.
Is are you gonna
and-
tell me that one that we play on Assetto wouldn't be good enough for iRacing?
Right?
That version of Toronto.
Oh yeah,
Like,
right.
That's fucking
yeah.
amazing. Even that
At-
version of
off
Motorsports.
actual fucking scan too, like laser scan. That's
Like,
nuts.
yeah. I'm ass in these things.
I actually like turned in that intersection. Like I stopped and I'm gonna do it here too. I'm on the wrong side of the road, but maybe this is how I learn to drive.
Just set the fastest lap. 1 minute.
I feel like I could,
0.359.
right now go in my car and fucking no problem. Other than that, Peter fucked the brakes. But other than that, that's
Is that like his pink.
It's like Fred. It's like fucking Fred Flintstone. He's got
Right.
these little legs, and if you think about it, when he brakes and gasses, like it was weird how. I feel bad for him. It's weird how he's got to do it, man. But whatever. It's like just imagine just like having to move your hips kind of just to press down, as opposed to just having some long legs and you kind of have that reach. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
No, because I don't have long legs or reach. I'm 5'8".
Yeah, but Peter's got short.
tiny.
He's got these like weird. Even his arms. He's got like T-Rex fucking legs and arms. You've seen him.
Kind of looks like Humpty Dumpty from Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Have you ever seen the movie? My kid, one of my
Yeah,
oldest when he
yes,
was younger, watched it all
yes.
the time. He looks like the egg.
That's right.
Peter looks like the egg.
Antonio Banderas. I think I watched that
Actually a
first
good movie.
one. Yeah.
And Billy Bob Thornton was in it.
Fucking love Billy Bob, man. Bad Santa was one of my favorite movies growing up, man. That was.
I forget. I just watched the
Car in
movie with him in
P4
it.
just set the fastest lap. 1 minute 35.
Apparently, he's one of the guys in Hollywood that has an STD, though, so you gotta watch out. Jim
I don't
Carrey.
think I need to worry about it. Just, I'm pretty sure.
My
I'll be
name's
okay.
Billy Bob. Suck my cock, Michael. Yeah, you like that, bitch.
Oh man.
Bad.
Hey, there's a
If
bumper.
you haven't seen Bad Santa, though, fucking
Of course
watch
I have.
it. As you have,
Hey,
make
is
sure,
that an aviary?
when your kid gets old enough, the one old one, both of them, but when the one old one fucking watch that Christmas time with him.
Dude, they ask me to watch it every year. My wife tells them a story about when she was little, her dad, like when she was like 8 or 9, her dad brought her and her brother's 4 younger than her. He didn't
Good.
know,
He
which
didn't
is
know.
totally her dad thing. Like it,
He just
was
shows
like,
up,
How would
Bad
you not
Santa.
know? He just was like he heard bad. He didn't even hear the bad. What he heard was the Santa, and he was like, "Oh, that's something for the kids." Like that's the kind of like I
Oh
love
my
him to
God.
death, but that's the kind of guy he is. And they go there, and it's like, he's drunk, pissing on himself, like with a midget.
Like the
It's
first,
like-
the opening scene of that movie, like is like like a clear sign, and then like with 10 minutes in, he's getting fucking ridden by some chick in a car. Oh, you know what? Though kids gotta see that. Kids gotta see that, man.
Oh, they'll see it on their own time.
All
I
kids.
I wish it would happen like when I was, with the Sears catalog. I wish it would start there with them, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Like every parent or our generation or our age area should show their kids that movie.
The car in front is pitting.
Borat.
Flowers for Algernon.
You can't forget that first Borat.
Oh man. Even there's just some movies like that, like even
South
Team
Park
America.
movie. Team, yeah, there you go. We were thinking the same page, but
Yeah, just different.
Same
But just
guys, different
movies that
fucking.
really
Right
kind
side.
of
That car
took
is
things
left
to a
down.
different
Clear
level.
on the right.
Actually, one of my favorite movies is The Dictator.
Yeah,
I love that
Dicta-
movie.
Oh, that was so. I remember watching it, and that was good for Netflix. But I remember watching it, feeling like, because at the time they're and I know what North Korea can do, and I know they have my shit because I go to their websites because I'm stupid.
What shit do you have that they want? Nothing.
Well, that's what they found out.
If
Probably.
they want computer viruses,
They probably found
they'll
out that
go
I
to you.
like North Korea. Like they probably were like,
Car in P1
and you can.
just set
There's
the
a
fastest
website you
lap.
go to,
1
and you give them
minute
their address, and they'll
34.79.
mail you some like stickers and like from North Korea. Like North Korea. That's one of the only places you can really get some North Korean propaganda. And I was thinking
I'm
about
gonna
it.
totally do that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna totally do that.
and I want to almost like get a pen pal there and be like, you guys are fucking all right. Like, yeah, dude, these people are
pal.
fucking. These people.
Okay, first of all,
Just gotta
let's
wake
stop
up.
for a second. I know. Stop for a second. you have no idea who you'll be riding.
I get Kim Jong himself.
Just know that you being a pen pal to someone in North Korea will be more for you than it will be for somebody there, because more than likely it's somebody who is getting it's their job to write letters. Like it's just rows of Koreans, probably
You're
right. Writing just letter after letter of just bullshit. They have probably like this.
That's awesome.
Like,
that'd be cool.
I don't know. Would that'd be cool? Oppression. That'd be cool. Well,
I feel like I'm like helping someone out. Like, hey, you guys good? Like, I couldn't say that though. It would be like I would realistically. I would go. I remember as a kid doing the pen pal though. Like, it's a picture of you holding something you like, and that's and where you live in the background.
Yeah,
kinda.
and then some pedo is jerking off, looking at you holding like a balsa wood plane that you made. He's jerking off in the bathroom at work, trying not to get caught. That's what happens to those type of photos. We're gonna get canceled.
It could.
Although I think we're pretty funny. See, this is what the podcast should be about.
Oh man. The wide world of comedy? I don't know.
There you go.
I couldn't be a comedian.
I could.
I got shit. The one radio station. That's funny because right now I'm thinking I'm giving them a chance. I wake up this morning and there's like an anti-Ford. We're at the anti-Ford protest, marching up King Street, and we're going to the hospital. And it was like in support of the hospital. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want anything like I did years ago. I don't want anything to do with this.
Coming up on you. They're not our fight.
At all.
Why are they supporting the hospital? Like, what's going on?
They're just anti-Ford fucks. And it's tough because I voted for him, and like, how am I supposed to support that?
Well,
I'm in a bit of a tricky situation here.
Who doesn't? Like, that happens to everybody. How many people vote for people and they're just like, oh. Ooh.
I'm in an Austin Power situation right now, dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude.
Okay, I'm coming up on you.
You think you're able to fucking give me a spot? Well, alright, I fucking did that. I was worried I was going to get a contact. Alright.
You good?
Am I good? I think I'm good. I don't see any cars. Good.
I've passed you now.
Oh, good. You know what? I wanted to do that anyway. Let the leaders pass anyway. That was fucking a good call, I think.
That
was ultimately a good call. Yo, I've been watching, and I got the TISM like that, the TISM.
Are we doing this for a while tonight?
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow's kind of like a normal day for me, because like there's no backstage, there's no special access. It's just seat, watch, and that's what I love about wrestling. Just sit and watch and tweet about it. That's what they want. I'm stopping in the wrong part of the...
I'd be totally good at that.
Well, it's... I'll tell you, man, our WOM shit definitely helped me with... when I started off with that wrestling shit a few years ago, I was rusty, but...
1 minute 34.639.
Maybe the meds too help. I don't know.
Meds do help.
Meds do. I'm feeling like better when I talk, or like, even though I still have lack of confidence, but I feel like this weekend's going to be one of those. I hope Sunday. I want to talk to the owner of AEW. I want to have a couple questions for him actually in the scrum, because he usually takes questions at the end. I want to know if, unless someone else asks them, I'm gonna bash them in this call. But I want to ask them about going to Montreal, because that's kind of WWE territory. They're going out west, but will they go out east? And then, or the Rogers Center, because they're doing Wembley Stadium this summer. So I'm like, or are you guys going to do Rogers Center here another time? Kind of like that. And another question, they have a game coming out next week, and I'll be like, what's your favorite game mode? Something like that. Something basic. No one else will ask that. those are the two questions I want to ask him. The thing is with wrestling, who knows? You kind of know who will win, but you don't. So, like, I don't know who I'll be interviewing in the scrums, but, like, because there's Japanese guys, and I don't know who these guys are. The point of this pay-per-view...
Go to the scrum.
Oh, I will. Absolutely. I'll figure out what to ask them. But these Japanese guys, I don't know. That's the point of the pay-per-view, is the Japanese guys come and wrestle the North American guys. It's actually super fucking cool, and we'll be able to see a different kind of style of wrestling. But,
So here's a good question. Do you feel that no, because you already know the answer to that, what he's going to answer to that. You want to ask him about what makes the Japanese wrestling technique different and maybe stronger than the North American wrestling technique.
Yeah.
I'll go, I like noodles.
So this guy owns owns the Jacksonville Jaguars and a fucking team out in the one of those Euro League teams in soccer. They got a big. This team has, yes you do.
To the left.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on the right.
Look at your fuel. 30 laps. You think that's enough?
It's not 30 laps. 35 minutes.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're probably halfway done the race then.
Yeah.
About.
No, about, yeah.
Car stop on the left.
I'm picking up positions here, though.
Oh, what a tight turn this car can take. That guy hit the barrier in the last turn, and I fucking had no idea how I missed him.
Oh, dude, I was watching the race earlier today at work, the first Mazda race from Watkins Glen. They took the green flag. They went from there all the way to the boot, 2x2 for like 3 or 4 rows. Fuck, I couldn't believe it. It was awesome. But then I had to get back to work, so I didn't get to see the rest of the race.
Almost got ass.
Hinch qualified in 7th. Then, but last I was watching, he was battling for like 10th. So, which is pretty good. I mean, for him not being in a car for a while and never racing the Mazdas.
That's pretty good.
Ever.
Good old Hinch. I got a picture of him. Weird picture, but I got a picture of him. We got a WOMS.
Was he in the bathroom?
We gotta have like a weird photo, like a weird name of when you get
from
a
a
shot
toe?
of someone.
Is it a toe cam? Is it a toe cam?
Might as well be.
Top skirt shot?
Toe cam. Some moose knuckle.
That's a moose knuckle.
Right side.
We might be able to sell those. I heard that Nick Mason's coming to Toronto, and I kind of want to take my book into the red down there and get him to autograph.
I was thinking of that while we're fucking around down there. Wonder what that cost would be to see that exhibition, All Their Mortal Remains or whatever the fuck it's called, and do like a bullshit thing for my rock show.
That'd be cool. I don't know what it would probably could be like $50.
You got a toy car on the right.
Yeah, fuck that.
I have no idea.
There's cool shit there, but if it was like a U2 exhibition, then I'd do that. But
dude, you'd
or
go outside
Metallica
and jerk off probably as everybody walked in. You'd be like, yeah.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 1 minute 34.366.
Gotta start putting disclaimers potentially in our
on the streaming stuff, maybe.
Then again, one of our beloved Canadian commentators has. I sometimes hear him and be like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, you're gonna get
Who's that?
Our friend over there. I don't want to say names just in case, but he wouldn't care because he'll tell you that he has a fucked up sense of humor, and so do we. We'd probably be surprised.
You're on the right.
That's good. Those are the people you want to keep around. People who got fucked up sense of humors. There's just something about that trait that I feel like you can kind of trust. There's a lot of trust in saying. Some people probably don't know to not say shit around people, but You get buddy with someone, you kind of you get comfortable, and you don't worry about saying certain stuff. Some people don't know. Yeah, some people don't know, and they get canceled. But
yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes you gotta be careful.
yeah. You gotta, depending on the setting, you gotta have it in a like a warm personal setting, like by a campfire, just having some beers or some smokes, and that's when you can driving around in a car or something, just talking shit or whatever. So, as Donald Trump would say, locker room talk. Some locker room talk. I can't believe that was his like explanation. Guy's running for fucking presidency, and like I would like to grab him by the pussy.
It worked though, right?
It fucking worked. Yeah, it's just locker room talk. But like I hate saying it, but I was just like, I'm not any better though. Like I've said shit like that.
But that's how he
got
away with everything.
Yeah.
He just went, "Yep, I said it. What do you want?" And then it's like, well, then you don't have any more ammo, right?
There's shit you say, like I said, there's shit you say to a good buddy, in a good environment, not walking out and about with kind of acquaintances and saying, you know, your jokes, because that's gonna fucking that's how you get fired. But Trump will get away with it, but I wouldn't.
Car stopped ahead.
Especially nowadays, I know that.
Car stopped on the right.
And you know what? I've woken up, Wallace. Or it's just a meds.
Meds will help.
That's our thing.
That'll be a T-shirt. Meds will help.
Those men in Top Gear
I'm on my own.
and Grand
I'm on my
Tour,
own,
they have
so
fucking they repeat jokes throughout the series. Like it's okay to have fucking repeated jokes. Family Guy, dude.
Well,
like,
so you know what's really funny? It's and all of those examples, and really, that's a very British humor thing of of the same joke. There was a show I was watching, and it was news radio, and there's a recurring
I gotta watch
joke.
that.
There's a recurring joke where Matthew in the cold opens does something and falls over. Not every cold open, but quite.
I remember
frequently.
my dad used to watch that show.
Dude, I have it. I have all the seasons. It's at the trailer right now. I watch it there. The kids like it too. It's great.
Obviously, because
Anyways,
of fucking Rogan.
I think Rogan was talking about it, saying that the writers started to not, or not the writers or the producers started to not like that they kept using the same joke. They thought people would get bored of it. But in my head, I'm like, I think that's what makes the joke funny. We have a lot of the same jokes, I think, on our show. I think we have a lot of the same, like, running jokes, and they're just comments. Right? They're just little lines. They don't mean anything to anybody unless they get the reference.
Yeah.
I can't think of any, but I have no example.
Now I'm on the spot. I was like, what? Did this happen?
Good day, listeners. I always think of Ty Pennington.
Oh, dude! At the end of when I was done recording and editing everything last night, I'm like, I might need to. That's what I did. That's like every show is like that.
Good day, listeners.
But then again, like
all around the world.
Why not? Fucking.
This is your host, James Jordan.
Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. I gotta figure out something different.
No. That's
the thing, though. It's like, why not, though? It works.
10 minutes
because
to go.
and honestly, people.
When people call me out on it, and I'm not big enough, then fucking, I'll entertain that.
No, never change it. Can I say something? I've been listening to Midweek Motorsport for probably about 10 years now, and they're on season 19. Okay, it's been the same song for the intro every time.
Yeah.
They never change it. It's Seashell Sanctuary by The Cult.
That's
And
cool. That's cool.
I can't not hear that song and think of Midweek Motorsport.
Wild
Yeah.
Sail.
Yeah,
That is a
no
good
words.
fucking song, though.
It's just yeah, it's great.
I actually love. You know what? That's in Vice
And
City.
they
I love
have
that
their
song.
running, and they have their running. They have running segments like the new one of their pointless press release of the week is one of theirs. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
They do news in Spanish where Tim reads out an article about racing in Spanish, and then they have to guess what it's about, and it's just stupid. Then they do different game shows, and one of the game shows they did was the answer is not Scott Dixon. So they would ask a question, and you couldn't, it was definitely never going to be Scott Dixon. And but it's a 2-hour long program. They do an interview. They do a big interview at the 1 hour mark for about 20 minutes, and then they continue on with the program. They do a good Formula One segment. They'll do they'll do typically what's happening. It's actually quite structured like ours, naturally, because you structured it, not me. So that's good.
Good thing I don't listen to their podcasts.
Wow. That's a podcast that I'll never not listen to because I've been listening to them forever. Literally. I hope to speak to John at the IMSA weekend. I've met him and spoke with him before, and I want to catch him and be like, hey, when you have time later, I'd love to talk 10 minutes of your time. Because him and the show and the team,
they're going to school us. They're going to be all professional and like, I have radio voice, and they'll have all their fancy gear and their shirts, and we're going to be there with our fucking... We're going to stink because we're camping, and you're going to fucking have aftershave and...
shower. No, but I just want to... Like, that show got me through a lot of dark times in my life, I guess, really.
That's how,
sounds,
Wallace is a racing geek. That helped him through tough times racing.
I remember I was going through a breakup. I don't want to go into detail on that, but I was going through a breakup, and it was summertime. It was July or June, and I was at the house, and I was living with my parents at the time, and I was so bummed out, and I went.
You thought you were going to be an incel for the rest of your race, your life?
No. And I went, isn't it Le Mans? And I turned on the TV, and Le Mans was on, and I watched it straight, and like I fell in love with racing at that moment too.
Clear.
But
Car on your left.
no, I was a little worried I might be an incel.
There's a little concern.
But then I met you, and I was like, ooh.
Hey, Brokeback.
Ooh, I'm okay. Brokeback. From the horse's point of view.
My Randy gut, but not as hairy.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, today I'm gonna start crying in stores. I found out my waist today, and it is not good. And Peter did too, and it is not good either.
What, Peter's like?
He's a 56.
Goodrich tire.
If he puts the belt over his fupa, it's like a 56. He's a 54 if he lifts his gut up and puts the belt underneath. But fat guys don't fucking let. Well, some fat guys let it hang over, but you're not supposed to.
That was your fastest lap.
Can you do me a favor? When we go to CTMP this year, can you dress up like a bee?
A beat?
I'll dress up like Leahy. You dress up like Randy.
The bee.
As
People
bee,
will be like, what the fuck?
I'll dress up like Indianapolis Jones.
Oh, that was so good. I gotta watch. That movie comes out this fucking weekend, I think.
Again.
I watched the first one. I need to watch the other 8, and then there's only 2 other ones, I think. But yeah, because I want to see this one in theater. In CGI face Harrison Ford.
Oh, I thought you were talking about new Trailer Park Boys.
Oh no. Yeah.
You're talking
Well,
about
no.
Indiana Jones.
Although try out the Trailer Park Boys chips if you ever see
Oh,
them. They're fucking
Shia
delicious.
LaBeouf's not in there?
I know.
They were trying to make him this one,
Yes,
but
and
it
it didn't work. And you know what? He's having a tough time in life right now, I think. So, I think something happened to him mentally. Like he's just like scarred by Hollywood. And then
Yeah,
he
'cause
got caught
everybody
fucking a
looked at him
13-year-old, and that was it.
What?
He got Me Too'd. But I think it was for good reasons, though.
Yeah, well, I kind of think that's a good reason. To get
Yeah. It was one of those good reason Me Too's.
Yeah, let's be clear before we get canceled.
No. There's good Me Too. There's bad Me Too. that's like a sounds like a fucking Jerry. It sounds like a or a Larry David. Fucking
Yeah, bad Me Too. Like we're going to a rally. Me Too. That's bad. We don't go to rallies.
I'm having a good fucking race here, dude. I'm 10th.
Not bad. I got
0x. I'm actually having a good run. I'm having a good little drive here for a 45-minute race.
I don't give a shit about my rating. Screw it. I want to build up my I rating, and you don't build up an I rating being nice.
Yeah, I know. No, both my numbers are going up.
Lies.
No, they're both King. I was at like a 6 something, whatever the other one rating is. I forget what's what.
Clear on the right.
Safety is the license. I rating is the other number. Okay,
Yeah.
so both are
Just
going up.
two.
My I rating
You're-
is at
just
6
two.
something. It's at 8 something now. So
Ooh.
yeah, like I think just driving by naturally driving clean, I get the I get those elusive.
Right side.
Just waiting for this guy to pass
That
me.
car is a lap down.
Just go
Still
lap
there.
traffic. I don't mind you. You can pass me, sir.
Clear.
If you're faster, sir. All you, man.
This is a good race, a good one to choose. I thought it was might have been a clusterfuck, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh, I love tracks like this, like because I kind of know it from Forza. Remember that one Forza where Jeremy Clarkson did the intro? That's my fucking favorite. Welcome to Forza.
Yeah, I still have that one.
Me and my
Up for
buddy,
Xbox.
me and buddy say that all the fucking time. Welcome to Forza, Jimmy Clarkson.
Actually, all three of them are on it.
Yeah, that was sick, dude. And that was like, and I remember like a good year or so.
That was
They were,
at their height.
they were,
of
yes,
everything
they were
with
still
Top
doing
Gear.
Top Gear. There, and I was like, the whole world was. The whole world watched it. That was they had like fucking 80 million views. They had crazy crazy views.
I remember when I would watch it for a long. I watched it for a long time, and then when it started becoming a little more popular, the amount of people like would be like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this British
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
called Top Gear?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
They were
Yep.
getting
Right,
like word of mouth, like
Stay on the left.
fuck. I remember in high school, like a lot of people liked it, and I
Still
remember
there.
watching. Would walk in the hallway, people were
watching-
watching it. I'm like, what?
My kids,
Clear
I
on the
have a
right.
couple. I have a bunch of.
It's
the
still
seasons,
good.
And I brought
Yeah.
I brought some up to the trailer.
even
and on
better
rainy
now.
days, we put them in, and the kids love them. My wife actually. That is a true testament. To be honest with you, is my wife
They're
enjoys
pioneers,
sitting
man.
watching them.
Those Top Gear guys, man, they're pioneers.
Now I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of the Grand Tour, but
Oh, I love it. You should watch it. It's good.
I have.
It's different,
That's
obviously.
how I know I don't.
When
like
they
it.
left the
That's,
tent, it wasn't the same as Top Gear. It was kind of close. Like I love that recurring joke. Like in the background, you'd see someone like blow up. It was supposed to be the gas.
yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
getting we're getting Prince Charles on the show.
Oh yeah,
And he
because there'd always be some ridiculous guest. Like, no, you're not getting this.
So he's not
person. And you're
coming?
like, really? So
He's not coming then.
my favorite, my wife and I sat and watched the Botswana special, the one where they get the 4x4s and they put them on the barge and then have to drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My wife and I were in absolute tears by the end of that episode. Like it's one of my favorite
My
ones.
car will go in a second. What the fuck?
Clear on the
Yeah, that
right.
shit's funny. Like
It was hilarious.
they're one of the other specials. I was like that too. I was in tears. One of the recent ones.
Car stopped ahead.
Like they're still fucking funny.
Oh yeah, no, they're good.
Oh yeah, there was it was just the last one. There's a legitimately good joke they did. They I don't care. They
They're
fucking
always good jokes.
they go to a wax museum and they're going through all of them talking shit on, like, they're wondering who they are, but it's obvious who they are. Like, it's obviously, like, they go to Michael Jackson and then they make up they were just making up names, and then they go to Nigel Mansell and they fucking took him and they put him in his Jeremy puts him in his car,
Good job.
and that's
Very
like for
good
half
job.
the special, and his face slowly melts throughout the special, and then they do impersonations of him. And they know it's all right there, chat, but oh,
That was a good rephrase. Ow, my back.
that was. I'm gonna keep going. Actually, I'm not gonna stop.
I want to do that, but you don't have any of those, so you can't do that. Do you want to do Formula 1600s?
Yeah, so I can get that Ray Liotta that scheme that Charlie did for me. This is probably my all-time favorite iRacing scheme. I haven't even ran it yet.
I gained safety rating.
All right, what are we doing? That was great, that race.
You wanna
Once again,
do,
folks, another 0x race. You can do it.
1600
Believe in yourselves.
1600.
Yeah, sure.
1600 at Lime Rock.
Sure.
Or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I just said. Charlie made me a scheme. Is there jizz?
okay.
Peter, is there jizz on my keyboard? Why is it wet?
Ew.
That's
why-
weird.
Ew.
Yeah, Charlie made me a new livery. I got it. Holy shit, dude.
Where is
Hold
Charlie? What?
on a second. I log into Trading Paints and I have 30 notifications, and they're all from this week. One guy, Solo Jazz Cup. Bunch of guys, Solo Jazz Cup. Donnie Allison. All my Vs. Oh, dude. Everyone's running all my V shit.
Nice.
And that's all in the last 2 weeks. Holy shit. All right, and then
That's awesome.
Charlie Hamilton. You should see this livery, man. This is great.
I will. I gotta go have a smoke first. I'll be right back.
Gross.
Go fuck yourself. You probably eat pubic hair for dessert.
Ugh.
You know what? Can I say something to you? Can I be honest with you? I
Gets wrapped around the
enjoy-
thing in the back of your mouth. That thing that hangs
One
down.
of Carly Mom's pubic hairs. I enjoy that you and I have the type of friendship where we can be absolutely ruthless to each other and neither of us take it.
Good.
Yeah, right. Okay. I didn't mean that. I enjoy that. Not too many people. There's not too many people that have that true, like, you can say. I've told the other people this. I'm like, you're the only person, like, I can say. I could come up with the most fucked up joke, or say them, and you'll laugh. You'll laugh at it. You'll think it's funny, and you won't even judge. Even you'll laugh probably out of being nice, even if you don't think it's funny. You won't even judge me on it. You're like, yeah, whatever. That was a good necrophilia joke. Okay, cool.
Yeah, right. That's a good incest joke, Wallace.
Yeah, good interesting. Well, I do live rural. LaFontaine, where the men are men and the sheep are nervous.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
you got. Yeah, you gotta hurry up so you see my livery.
But we'll be in the same lobby.
It's the best livery of all time. Charlie makes the best liveries.
I wish he was on. I'm surprised he's not.
Speaking of
Okay.
which, I was just about to let him know that I'm running his livery.
Well, I did send a message to everybody. Obviously, you got it.
Yeah, who knows? They all said they'd be on, I thought.
No way. Carson Hosevar won.
Wow. Dave will be happy.
That's how I know he posted it. Way to go, Carson Hosevar. Times 2. Oh, I can't wait.
There's like jizz on my fucking keyboard. There's jizz on my keyboard.
That's gross. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Did you jizz on my keyboard? Did you jizz on my keyboard?
Oh. Fucking Charlie. That guy's hilarious. Oh. Oh. Fuck, that is pretty close to Canada. God damn it, man. Oh, damn. I'm Ray Liotta. I'm Ray Liotta. I'm Ray Liotta. That's awesome. After 5 years on the East Coast. Oh, wait, that's not him. Oh, that's not it. That is it. Nice.
Nice.
It's Ray Liotta.
What's that?
Fuck, man. That's awesome. Charlie's not able to get on, but I told him I'm gonna run in the livery. He went somewhere real close to Canada, and then he just said he's pooped. And then, in the way he worded it, it kind of could have been twisted as if he went near Canada and pooped.
I thought I could smell it.
And he's like, I did twice, actually.
What's he doing near Canada? We don't like his Canada.
Because he goes to that, he likes that place upstate that borders Canada, and it's like
Maine?
30 minutes away from where he lives.
What is it?
2 hours, 45 minutes away from his home. It's like Vermont, Willoughby Gap, and Lake Willoughby, and Westmore, Orleans County, and the Northwest Kingdom of Vermont. That's what? That's weird. I think that's just the name of it. It's not actually a kingdom. It's just the name of it.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know.
I was confused.
I was, dude. You know, now that I watch this Theo Von guy, I really relate to him. Like
He's
that.
pretty funny.
He's the best. He is the best. So he was on a bunch of these Real Worlds on MTV in like the early mid 2000s.
He was on the first Real
And what's
World.
funny is I probably knew that back then, but I didn't put it one to one together until like a couple weeks ago. But now that I'm into him, as he is now, and watching him back then, it is fucking hilarious because he is no different. And he, out of everyone on that show, he's like all real. He's like, he likes to be alone. He likes to fucking, and he's the same. It's like, this guy is fucking legit. Like, he's not fake, man. And it's because it sucks because everyone talked shit on him on the one season of it. Like, no one liked him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now look at him and look at them though. Like, now he's famous for a reason, right? Because Pete's fucking real.
Because he's funny as fuck.
And in weird ways, it's like he's smart.
He's very smart.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
very intelligent.
And then he'll say something fucking like the most stupid thing you fucking heard. Doing all this, like, it's funny because Rogan just gives him smelling salts to get going on his show.
Oh, I need to listen to that episode.
He does it. He's done it a couple of episodes where he just gives
we're
him
not
smelling
the same
salts. I get to try this new weed I got. It's new kind of weed too. Piper's Punch, dank and stormy, and I can kind of smell it inside the bag. High THC, 26%, 7 grams for $28. That is a good deal, motherfuckers. Or there is another brand, 12 grams for $58, which is another good deal, but I used to buy a lot of weed, and that's ridiculous. I used to have a lot of weed, and I've scaled down. Like, I'm talking like twice the legal limit.
Fuck.
Especially when it was legal, I was at that range. Illegal, I was at that range. I shouldn't be saying this on air, but fuck it. Learn from me, folks. Learn from me, folks. Oh, this does smell dank. She was right about the D's. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's some of the dankest shit I've ever smelled. I can't wait to get... Let's get this into a bowl. Oh, it's like... It looks like lava cake. It's like slowly crumbling. It looks like liquid almost. That's how fucking fresh this shit is. Oh, let's get into this here. I almost want to put it in my mouth. That's how good it looks. It's like, this almost looks like it tastes good.
Do you have any viewers right now?
Probably not. The only one viewer, yeah, maybe I do send the stream to my dad. His cat died. So he was a fucking awesome cat, so I understand why if he's not feeling up to
Watch him.
maybe I said it anyway. I don't know what the fuck. Send him a link. I don't know. Good old Lime Rock. Wherever the hell this place is, if I ever have that RV money. That RV money ever comes, this is definitely a place. Good. Go to the WWE headquarters and give them a piece of my mind.
And they only race on Saturdays.
Because of fucking Jesus, I bet.
No, there's a church down the road. So, yeah.
It is Jesus.
Back in the day, like back in the 70s and 80s, the racers, the stories are amazing because they would all show up on the Friday or on the Thursday. They do all this stuff Friday, they do all this stuff Saturday, and then everybody would be off on Sunday. So they just all go party and then come back Monday to do the race.
Bunch of fucking crazies.
Dorsey Schrader does an interview on another podcast, and I don't know if you know who he is or if anybody does if they ever listen to this. But check it out. He tells some great stories, and he's super awesome. You'd love him. You'd think he's amazing. Because he is. I've actually have his autograph. I met him in person at CTMP one year.
Man, this high THC shit's gonna fucking get me one day. I went from smoking like under 10%, maybe if I was lucky, probably a little over. Now I'm smoking twice the amount of THC. Rogan was talking about it, not because Rogan did it or said it, but I do notice when I hit a vape, dude, it's like, I don't notice it immediately, but after a couple minutes, it's like, So
I've learned to not oversmoke.
Yes, I'm figuring it out now.
And then you're like, oh my god.
It took me a year to figure it out. I'm like, that's crazy though. It took me a year. And I'm like, no way, this is different this way. Now I know which way it's different. Like,
yeah. And once you learn, then it becomes more useful.
I'm a grass guy. I wish we can just smoke grass. Like, I wish I can go out and puff on grass instead of fucking. Then you come back smelling like fucking. That shit is so strong. It's obvious when people smoke weed.
Everybody
I love
knows. You just walk in the door and everybody turns their head and you're just like, oh, okay.
I fucking love it, dude. Like, there's no hiding that shit. There's no fucking hiding that shit, man. Oh, I mean, I think I did, but unless no one said anything. But I figured it out. But now I remember when I got to the point of doing. That's why I like the vapes, because I remember I used to scrub my lips, and I used to make sure I was drinking Fruitopia, and like I had a system where I wouldn't smell. And now that I think about it, I'm like, that was fucking ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting back on the vape. That's for sure. Got it. Yeah, that grass, man. That stuff right there, that wets my whistle. Fuck, it does have a nice fucking... Wow. Is this sativa? Or indica? Let's take a look. Diesel. It's as scary as it doesn't even say. You know, maybe it should say, like, if it's sativa or indica or hybrid.
It will. I gotta fucking stop and hold for 44 seconds. Because I gridded and I didn't realize that my car was in gear because I'm using my H pattern. And I
Stop and hold
started
your
it.
balls. For qualifying, during your qualifying, you gotta fucking stop and hold.
No.
You're in the race already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn, man. We're only just about to wrap up qualifying. I'm probably starting from the pits anyway, depending on...
This sucks. Oh, shoot, don't do that. What are you doing? No. No.
Would you just biff it?
No, they're changing my fucking tires, so now I'm doing a pit stop. And then I gotta
longer
stay
than
here
you
for
need to,
44
yeah.
seconds. Fuck.
Maybe cool off time.
Oh, yeah, no, change all of them. Yeah, of course, you fucking...
Wallace has the get there-itis.
I would have come out on the lead lap, too. It would have been fine. It's kind of frustrating. My own fault. That's what makes it worse.
Thing is like the way I race, this isn't like cruising racing simulator.
Cruising USA.
Cruising USA. Oh man, that's great. Great fucking arcade game, man.
Wasn't it? Cruising. Double pump the gas to do a wheelie.
What was the other fucking one that was like that? Road Rash? Road Rage? I had it on somehow, I don't even know how, because I don't remember it being on disc or floppy, but...
The Daytona 500 one?
No. I had it on DOS.
That was on...
Or 3.1, back on 3.1. Why am I starting on the grid? Whoops.
Fuck. Yeah, and getting off track. Why is this race going so bad for me?
Maybe you need a lap to focus. Oh,
Yeah, maybe I'm talking too much. Especially with this thing, because the tires are so Okay.
I've-
Gotta focus.
Yeah. I have heard you say things about this car, and I'm like, what? Maybe it's just Wallace. I don't know.
Car stop on the left.
Oh shit. Yeah, they are touchy though. You're right about that. Oh, this is this version of the track. Well, it's a good version of the track.
Yeah.
Say it like it's a bad thing.
Well, I like the Grand Prix circuit. That's with the chicane at the
fuck,
back
why is
there.
he stopping? Why is okay? This guy's trying to race me, and I'm not fucking taking it. I'll let him spin off
You
somewhere.
got a slow car on the left.
Yeah, as he spins off. Oh, he's coming back on the track. What do I do? What do I do? Go, go, go,
Left
go.
side,
Oh, there's two
go
cars.
right.
Oh my
Clear on
god,
the
there's a lot going on at once. Oh, these guys are probably noobs. Like, how do you not know that turn does that? As I spin out in the S's. As I spin out in the
Right
S's.
side, 10 minutes
Yeah,
to
there you
go.
go. Nice.
That's right, I forgot these are rooks. I never look at that shit when I join shit on iRacing.
I actually forget sometimes, and then I wonder why this driving standards are so low, and then I go, oh yeah, that would probably be why. They're new.
Oh, this guy just biffed it. What does he do? What does his car do? Oh man, I was. You hate to see that.
Go left. Car right. Clear on the right. Car right.
What's really
Clear.
annoying is I'm actually pretty fast. I pulled out behind the leaders here, and I'm keeping up with them, so that's really annoying too.
I feel like these tires need to warm up. Dale Jr.
The car in P.
My name's Dale Jr. I'm looking at stuff and I'm yelling.
839. The lead is fitting now.
It's fucking weird. As much as obviously, like, he's a pretty good race car driver, you know, considered one of the greatest somehow, not in a disrespectful way. He found his
I know what
way
you
in.
mean.
He found his way in without having to worry about wins and championships to be the greatest driver, is what I
That
mean.
was your fastest lap of the session.
But in some weird way, maybe fate, like, that's how fate had it, was he fucking be a commentator, man. That's obviously, like, that's crazy. And he's a pretty, I like he's passionate. Like, you can hear it when he does it. Like, he gets excited.
Mhm.
And he's
I bet
He's
you this
geeky in a
is
way
his
about
last
it.
year in the booth.
no, why you gotta say that? Don't say that. I don't want that.
Because I think Thomas is right about
He's
you
got
might
to
see him in.
Don't be crazy. A Dirt Sheets comes right.
Oh.
I wonder if I pull over for the leaders, because nah, fuck it. I'm not that much of a noob.
New fastest lap for you. The car in P.
Are you in
Just
third
left the
gear
fastest
for
lap.
most of this track?
54.773.
I'm in it right now in the S's, and then because I'm weird now, I'm down to second to get a boost.
Oh, I do that too.
Because I like that the wheels get a nice Ooh, I had a little slide and I just had to fucking let it go. I had to just sit in the slide and it played out well.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
Good job. Fuck, I feel bad for forgetting my Australian buddy's name. He's a good guy.
You're gaining on the car in front.
But
The gap is
Nigel.
7.5.
No, Craig. No,
I want to say Steven with a PH, but Dan. That's his name. Like spotter would be Dan. Who's like there's that one famous Australian guy. Other than that, I don't know who else I could use. The one guy they made fun of in South
The
Park.
leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. Car right.
I don't know.
Clear. Right side. The car in P1.
Oh,
Just
man.
the fastest lap.
I almost touched the grass
54.689.
and not
Clear. 5
the
minutes to
marijuana
go.
grass.
Right side.
Oh!
On the car in front. The
Why
gap
did he
is
hit me?
3 even. Clear on the
What? I
right.
got 0x though, thank God. Why did he fucking hit me? What? Why? What a cock. I was just saying, like, yeah, I'm making this guy fucking pass me in the worst spot, but threw me a bone here. Oh, man. These things are greasier than the other day, I'll tell you that. When I was racing this on Tuesday, the other night we were on, it wasn't this greasy.
Maybe the trucks
Oh,
got
man.
more
So,
sun.
there's more randomness. Like, it's, remember Project Cars? Like, there's more randomness in the weather, I'm hearing. And how the,
Yep.
like, there's shit, like, I don't think we know about, but maybe they've said in the patch notes that we don't understand, or people just don't care.
Don't. Yeah, you gotta. If you're looking for it, I'll usually
or
just pay
it's a
attention.
vague brief, like working on weather
Yeah,
system,
1.1.
and it's like, well, I want to see. I like it to the point where I like a little more detail in my, in my shit. I like to see comparisons.
So
and,
if I want to know more, I'll usually go to YouTube and see.
yeah, someone
somebody
have
will
some
do a.
up, yeah.
Car right. Clear.
Like if I hear rumblings that it's a big update, they made a lot of different changes, then I'll be like, oh.
This might be the end of the season. I get that rain. I think what's gonna happen is I hope they really do slowly implement it, and so that way our computers don't melt. That's why they're kind of maybe doing that. Like, well, half of it's maybe implemented, but
The car in front is pitting.
and it seems to work still, right? And all it is just the rain that we have to worry about, see if it works. That's why I hope that by then GTA 6 is announced, and then I'll have an idea of what I'm doing.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 54.587.
If I can ever even get if I can even get a next gen or another gaming PC.
Yeah.
But it's that time though. It's that time to upgrade. It sucks, but I got a good 3 fucking years almost out of this thing. So I'll take that for $500. But because COVID paused the development of shit, so whatever. I mean, that's how I got extra time out of. A lot of people got extra time out of their shit. Now things are back to normal. For the last 2 years anyway, no.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.2.
I heard about trees and grass and like movable. I think I saw movable grass.
That'd be cool.
Like, so you can fucking take a little chip
That
out of the
car is
ground,
left down.
or when it's wet out and you drive over the grass, like
Well,
you'll
what
be
would
able to
be-
see the.
And no, be really cool would be
Then our
like
computers will melt.
if it's like a long race, like Daytona, like a 24-hour, and people keep running over the grass, that it would wear. You know how you
Yeah,
get
that's
the
kind of what I
for the
think.
curb?
That's what I'm kind of
That's
thinking.
cool.
That's the interpretation of it.
That's really cool. What do you want to race?
I'm still. I don't even know how much. There should be a white flag any lap. For me, I'm
You're
still.
pulling away from the car behind.
I wish I
The
could.
gap
No,
is
no, I can't.
5.2.
Oh, I could do that. You can't.
This
do
guy's
that,
gonna
though.
pop out. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I wish you could.
That guy did a good job staying on track. I came to a stop anyways,
Car stopped on the
because
right.
that they usually ricochet. I'm explaining to people who
White
may be
flag.
watching.
Stay smooth.
That'll ricochet
Never
back.
watching.
Yeah, that'll ricochet back. Well, my goal the last couple of weeks is to be cocky and go. This is how you do 0x races, and this is like how you race, basically, right? Because maybe people don't know how to race, so it's like this is how you race. Just watch this. This is pretty good stuff, though.
There's really not a whole lot, which is kind of annoying.
I'm gonna take an awesome picture of this Ray Liotta. As this is gonna be clearly a series that I'm gonna run more. Charlie said he'll make me a livery, and the only thing I can think of is Ray Liotta when I think of this series. So I got him to make me a Ray Liotta. And it's Ray Liotta Honey from the B movie. And it's animated Ray Liotta in the logo of the brand.
Nice run. Solid work.
That's pretty cool.
I'm Ray Liotta. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Fuck. Static. Oh shit. That's not the way I want to do it. How do I do like free cam? I want to do the free cam. I forget how to use this. Yeah, just find something. Let me know. I don't care. How do I? There's a way you could move.
Control Z.
Well, okay. Okay. Is that new or?
No, that's something that you've taught me, actually. I don't know. What do you want? Do you
Are you
want to do?
fucking serious? So when I was doing that fucking, I was doing like that video on our last 24. That would have been nice to know, because I had to do it by keyboard.
That's hilarious. I don't know. What are you in the mood for? There's not much until like I don't know what's gonna be on for 12:15, but I mean there's rookie Mazdas at WeatherTech. V's at Lime Rock, but we just raced there, and I don't really want to race there again just right now. IRX at IRP.
That's awesome, man. That is an awesome livery. Good God.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'll just join whatever you're doing.
Oh. You're like my wife, not helpful.
Oh, I was the number 1 car? Oh. That means I was supposed to win the race. Well, that did not. I got 6th.
Did not.
Maybe someone lucks out, I'll get a 5th or something. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Said that to Charlie. That was an awesome. It was good.
I want to do this Gen 4 Cup car at Legacy, Texas.
How many laps?
Yeah,
is it?
right. I'll join whatever. Yeah, I knew that.
Holy shit, I'm at a 3.90. Oh, yes, B class! Woo!
B class what?
I'll pull that up for the proof for everyone at
Road?
if anyone at home is watching. Yes, I
Obviously.
got B class road. Here we go. Fucking OBS. Here we go. B class road. That was some hard work going to that. So there we go. So what's in B class road that we can do? Well, that feels good. And I'm a 3.45, and so we can keep going, dude. Like it's just like that episode of Seinfeld when fucking they're test driving the car and they're like, it goes on empty, and they're like, no, next exit.
Well, there's in half an hour. There's another MX5 race at Long Beach.
You don't want to do Lime Rock V's and I think that just started. Never mind. Fake news. Brad.
Yeah.
That's because you'll be in jail.
We could do SKs at Southern.
It's like, why?
Wouldn't mind doing
I was about to
Motorsports.
say something offensive.
We'll do rookie Mazdas at WeatherTech.
Good man. This is why we have Wallace around. This is why we got this.
I need to work on my.
This is why we got this guy around.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Am I still doing fucking display capture? I better watch out for that.
Are you
I
still
bet I
doing
won't
what?
chat. I had it on display capture, so on OBS, when you have it on that, it shows like what I see, right? It shows as like what I see, you know. I didn't show anything bad, but yeah, man, holy shit! Like I have done like. I had 2 races where I had X, and it was not for sure, as usual, not my fault.
Yeah.
There was an off track, I think, but it was only like if it was like 5X total from both races. So, like, goddamn, iRacing! I'm trying to tell you guys that I'm worth being a B class. That's awesome. 345 are there. That's a 3.45. Yeah. So, get up to the A class somehow.
We'll get you there.
I'm sure that frickin' Laguna. That's not Laguna. I'm sure that Long Beach race helped. That was a long race with no X, and for my first actual race
For
there,
you it did, yeah.
that was a good
I
fucking.
didn't- I didn't
I had a
get
good
negative.
one there. I had a good one there. So yeah, that's why. Because if people look at my stats in the summer of 2023, they'll go, something happened there. It's like if you look on the graph, we'll pull that up later. There will be a spike. Like what? Why? What happened there? It's like I don't need wins. Right now, I just want to be clean.
Yeah.
And so There's a side of it where it reminds me of when we do American Truck Simulator or Farming Sim or whatever else, like, or cities, when we're just in like you get like in a zen. I just kind of like driving fucking mid-pack, no cars around me, and somehow gaining positions. Like, it's relaxing. It's I don't mind fucking getting lapped.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind just cruising around. Sure, I want to like win or be up front.
And as we all know, I've won.
Oh yeah, Daytona 500.
I do that to people that have no idea what iRacing is or what I do outside of work. Like, I'm a day like, if we ever talk about drivers, I'm like, listen.
I'm a Daytona 500.
Have you won a Daytona 500? It's like, I even went through the grass. Like,
I had a path through the grass.
yeah, like,
Okay.
I went through.
Have you heard that before? That's named after me.
This reminds me of like Nam stories. I remember like the guy waited for me. He was driving slow around the track, waiting for me. He fucking tried to take me out like twice, and I remember like, I gotta watch that again. Yeah. You know what though? I don't give a fuck. 40 a split. I can actually say to people, I won I won the official iRacing Daytona 500. My eyes doing that thing all of a sudden. I hate it, man. I think it's eye strain. I think what it is eye strain. Because whenever I look at something bright or a screen for too long, my eye starts doing this thing. It's like, whatever. I've been looking at a screen all my fucking life. Like, come on. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's why they sell these... they sell these blue shades, but I have that on my PC and all my smart devices. I put on that thing that's easy, even during the day. And I have it on, like, the dimmest mode possible. Because you got to take it easy on your eyes. I already do that. And
I have it on the dim setting too.
All the time.
Yeah, me too.
During the day, I same with my computer. It's like, this is too blue and white. It's just way too bright. So that's how I know my eyes are already fucked. Remember back in the day, I could just sit in front of the fucking an LED tube screen or whatever the fuck and... Thanks. No. Oh.
Are you joining this Mazda race or what?
What is it? Well, yeah, I'm in a practice right now. I've been waiting for it to start. It starts at 12, I think. Oh my god, I didn't know my dirt was there. I forgot about that. My dirt's B. Forgot about that. I'm a B in dirt road. But my dirt oval is D. I need to maybe work on that too.
Only if you want to invest in it.
I can't finagle. I can't sneak through the ranks with just the free content. Probably not, eh? I probably can't get very high.
B. You could get to B, but that's because you can run C class.
You just have to schedule it out, and you have to like take those sessions, which is another cool thing about iRacing. But too bad they didn't add a little bit of a, like you said the other day on the podcast, like a story mode to like, yeah, I'm fucking looking to, like, I have this one race for the season to be able to advance. Like, I'm gonna, like, when you're doing that race, you're it's serious, man. Like, penis inside a body, serious. You get, like, nervous.
You just disconnected.
I know, right? Loss. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. There we go. Now you can join back. That's interesting timing. We're like figuring out the fucking technology of iRacing. Like, oh, like right when you said it, a second later, I could join. So yeah, so that's like us. That's you on one end in a way, and me on the other, in a sense. You're kind of in the middle, actually. They're on the other end.
I just got double teamed, is what you're telling me.
This got double teamed.
Nobody bought me dinner or nothing.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure when you see those like casting couches and shit, I'm pretty sure the good guys actually. I'm pretty sure they actually like take them out for lunch or something like that. And
It's fake. Have you not heard about it?
oh, not just that one casting. 'Cause there's a lot of like different casting ones, right?
Oh yeah.
And then I'm sure they hang out with
heard.
I've heard. They hang out with they gotta hang out with these chicks beforehand at least,
Apparently
and I
there's a
know
lot
they
of
do.
Step-moms getting stuck in places. That's the new thing.
My dad's telling me about this YouTube shit where it's like these chicks are live streaming and they're really selling their OnlyFans, and in the background they're inconspicuously there's like a mirror in a really good
Yeah, Facebook too. I've seen them. They'll like change clothes, like they'll change underwear underneath like a white t-shirt, and you'll get to see stuff. It's crazy. I'm like, how is this okay on YouTube or on Facebook? It's getting like 2.3
I think it's the
million views.
loopholes. They must know
They're
some
3-minute
loopholes
videos.
or the algorithms. Oh, I bet the algorithms, maybe they don't figure it out. I don't know.
I'm sure YouTube will, or I keep saying YouTube, Facebook will figure it out.
Elon Musk
crazy,
versus Mark Zuckerberg. They're gonna fight, eh?
Apparently.
And Dana White said it's serious. Like he said, he spoke to them. Like
Bullshit. I don't.
what's funny?
Stunt.
1,000%. Oh, of course. It's just like in wrestling. It's getting yeah. But wouldn't that be sick? Like what's funny is there would be no way. I bet you the internet would crash. Everyone would want to watch that.
What they should do is that he puts up, Zuckerberg puts up Facebook, Musk puts up Twitter. Winner gets
all streamed on Facebook or Twitter.
All streamed on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, but Elon,
free.
but Mark Zuckerberg's a weird nerdy guy. He learned how to. He's one of those guys that learned how to fight.
He just did a jiu-jitsu competition, like jiu-jitsu. He just went and did a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Elon said his one move would be the walrus. He would just sit on him and not move. Because he's fat.
I get it. I love this car.
These chicks. I'm pretty sure Peter made food like hours ago. I just haven't gotten up to check. So
You fat lazy
be right back.
bastard. I'm surprised Thomas isn't on. Miss you, Tom.
Hey, where's my food? Hey.
Hey, I'm a fat fuck. Where's my food?
Hey.
Jordan the Hut. Bleh. Oh, excuse me.
Is this when I make these meatballs? Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Ow. I can't stop eating. I just had like 3 pickles.
All at the same time.
Oh man. There's these like beastly sized pickles I bought last week from Walmart.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
And it was like, what the fuck? It's like, wow, these are quite the pickles. They were a little soft, but the right amount of hard.
Gross.
It was kind of lumpy. And when I tasted it, it gave me that sour face.
Ew.
And it did have weird things on it, too. I think it was something in the brine.
They were Billy Bob Thornton pickles, huh?
There's the Billy Bob Thornton pickles. Those Jim Carrey pickles. Next day you have a little spot.
Pamela A. pickles.
Some of those Tommy Lee pickles.
Oh, those are big pickles, dude.
Dude just hangs around. Yeah, just imagine like same thing with Flea. I don't know. But just imagine being comfortable hanging around naked in the public, like just dong hanging down.
If I had that, I'd be comfortable.
just dong, just imagine sitting back in like a bench, and just like how you normally comfortably sit, but
you go to get up, you're like, oh, it binds.
Get some ass splinters. Gotta talk to a nudist. I bet you they have problems that. Yeah, like just imagine getting an ass splinter.
Friendly. I think they go around and sand everything once a week. And
Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't know. Just imagine hey, let's get some guy on that.
Do you think I'm serious?
That makes sense to me. Maybe let's get a guy on that.
Just walks
at a
around
nudist
with
speech
a
that's
battery-powered bomb sanders and shit.
Don't get too close.
He's got the old school headphones on from the 90s with the metal top. They come down to the plastic and the big foam pieces that go on your ears, and it's clipped into a yellow Walkman on his belt.
He's been doing it for 30 years. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. I have the same fucking outfit. No,
10 years ago, I used to have to drag around an extension cord. Now, batteries. No,
just don't get too close to my junk.
Do you think he has to walk around and sand everything naked?
He has to go a part of the code. You know what's crazy? Fucking the Toronto police can't march in, or they can't be at the parade in police uniform. The Pride Parade in Toronto. But Yeah, I think that's because, yeah, I thought about it, and I don't know. Like, I don't know what the police did to gay people recently. I'm guessing nothing good, I guess, but apparently enough to tell them that they can't wear certain clothes to a pride parade.
And the police.
That sucks for the. What about the gays that wear like a police outfit when they show up to the pride parade? What do they do? Oh, they're not police though.
I guess don't go to that.
But then you're in that situation where you
see a
have to
police
confirm.
at the pride parade, they're not a police officer. That won't be confusing at all.
It's like you're fucking bouncing up on like a cop. What it's a cop just act because they had to send in cops to apparently keep things safe today. So
Why? What do you mean keep things safe? Was there a riot or
there
something?
was some concern.
Oh,
There
there's
was
always
some
some
concern.
concern.
They were
Big
concerned.
Brother's watching.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're already covered with the eye in the sky, watching us all. And then there's the pit boss who's watching the floor manager who's watching the casino director. I'm watching the casino director, and then they show fucking Don Rickles. He and the eye in the sky is watching it all. I gotta fucking crack that soundtrack open.
Yeah.
It's got all the good. It's got actually even the '50s songs I like now. I back when I first got in the movie, I didn't. I listened to the '70s, like the '60s, '70s, '80s. I didn't really get into that '50s shit, but
I'm gonna bring a Bluetooth speaker when we go for the races. Then we can sit there and I'll have my
some
Spotify,
fellas.
so we'll be able to listen to some.
Oh yeah, some fellas.
Whatever. It was funny, you say that. I pulled into the driveway after work today, and I was listening to Frank Sinatra. That's Life, and it's such a good song. And
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
rocking out to it, and it finishes just as I park the truck, and I get out, and I'm like, fucking A, Frankie, as I get out of the truck. And I go in the house, my wife's, I guess she was sitting at the window and her
What the
laughing
fuck?
at me. She's like, do you like that song? And I'm like, fucking right, I like that song.
That's funny. He just shows up, pull it up. It's like, I can picture it too. That's funny.
That's life.
So that was I forgot. I may have last year was a little. There was other things that something like that I wouldn't have paid attention to the last year or so of my life, but it was it says somewhere on there first time pressed in the 21st century or something like that. So which makes sense because I know that. I know it hasn't been pressed at all in the last fucking since the early 90s. It was only at that point for vinyl. There was like it was already out. There was more CDs and tapes and shit. But I'd love to find Casino. That would be the next.
That would be sweet.
And then for those are the two soundtracks I've been looking for vinyl for. And I was telling Peter, I'm like, this is why you fucking randomly, when you're going past the record store, this is why you randomly sift through. And I've done it for years. Randomly sift through the soundtrack section at a record store, everywhere in the state, everywhere, just to look for that fucking album. For 15 years. When I saw it, I'm like, wow.
How much?
It's like $34, but better than an original copy. And you're chancing the quality too. I was thinking about that at one point. I spent $100 or so on a quote unquote mint copy of it from like fucking Italy or fucking who knows where. A lot of that shit is from out there, which is so weird, but Italy or Indonesia or I'm gonna get a quick sausage in me.
I bet.
Peter, there's no forks. How do I eat this? Guessing I'm eating with my fingers. Some of that giant tiger sausage. That's good stuff.
Is that Peter's nickname? Giant Tiger?
Do you guys got giant tigers up there?
Yeah, of course. Where do you think I live?
Actually, I'm not
Live in
sure.
another
I'm not sure where else giant tigers are. Actually, I thought it was a
all
Quebec thing at one point. And then
Maybe
they
it
came
was.
here. I've been listening to a lot of The Chain lately. Like, it's like my wake up song. It's fucking weird.
Weird.
I think it's a good song to wake up to, man. Because it starts out soft. And then there's that part of the song where it goes...
Like I do in the morning.
You have that Space Station chub. Apparently they can't get totally hard in space. They can only kind of get like a little, like it wants to get up kind of deal. It's trying to. Apparently they've tried this.
Oh, and it's a melee into turn one behind me.
Yeah,
what
I'm
a
starting.
shocker, rookie.
Yeah.
Green, green, green.
Good thing I didn't start at the back.
I'm a pits kind of guy. Oh yeah, you got the front.
Well, so I started fourth, and the guy in front of me didn't start the race, so I just had a clean shot. Now I went from fourth to second, and it's just the three of us breaking away here. So hopefully it'll be a good race. I don't know. I've been having lots of good races, and it's been going shit. So find out here.
Running it round comes the night. Oh, somehow I'm ahead of someone. Oh yeah, that's right. He probably started in the pits too. Burp. Damn your love, damn your life.
Car stop on the left.
I need to focus in this race. I need a good race.
We're driving these boats around this track. Okay, sir, you can wait to pass me when it's safe. There you go.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear.
Yeah, it was ever since the last update I've had frame drop. Let this guy go. Weather tech.
Car stopped ahead.
Like the NASCAR 50 series goes to Newfoundland, and they're like, it's funny. It's like their own country, Newfoundland. It's like they're the biggest. It's like how it is when I go to Daytona, like race week, welcome race fans, banners like everywhere. Like city shuts down. It's like,
Because
wow.
there's nothing else to do.
Right?
over
That's
there.
awesome though. Fuck. Now I want to go out fucking.
Always seems to be raining though, so I don't know how they expect to have a race.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped on the right.
The race tomorrow at like 4:30.
Oh really?
Well, actually,
They should.
4:30 my time or 4:30 their time.
Yeah, crazy noose. Holy shade! Oh, dude, the shade's totally. Yo, the shade is totally the sun, from the clouds when it
It's
moves
like
from
in
the
real
cloud.
life.
Yeah, dude, isn't that wild? I'm just seeing
It
this
is, it's
now.
trippy.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's like in real life when you're standing there and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
did it just get dark? And you
Yeah.
look up and there's a big cloud in front of the sun.
Wow.
But it's still bright out. Yeah, and see, and the cloud's moving. Well, for me, it's getting brighter again
That's fucking wild, dude.
because the cloud's moving.
Like we're old. We're old.
Wow.
Like I'm okay. Like I see those memes of like the fucking the poor pixelated faces from sports
Okay,
games.
so
Wow, those were the best
I grew up
graphics.
playing other video games and video game systems, but stuff like this blows me away. And just go look at WWF Warzone.
Dude, no way, dude. That's funny.
PlayStation,
Guess what the theme song
and-
is to the fucking. Did you notice that by chance? You maybe didn't
I
listen to
don't know
that
if
part
I
of the
heard
show. You should hear the song to the intro and outro to the WoW. That's
Is
funny.
it that?
Yeah, it's the elevator theme music when you're in this main menu music.
Yeah. I haven't played it in a long time, I remember I wasn't good at the game.
I was thinking about
I
that
was
game
too
today,
young.
honestly. That's funny.
I was too young, and it was too many button combinations
Yes.
to do the wrestling.
Now
moves.
now I'm okay with it. I think in a way, I do the basic stuff though. I
well,
don't
see,
do the
when-
I don't do the crazy combinations though.
when it was WWF versus WCW on N64, I played the shit out of that, and I would do the Royal Rumble. There was one you'll probably know. There was
That was a
one
game?
wrestling game. Yeah.
WWF versus WCW, or you sure it wasn't WCW versus NWO?
Oh, maybe it was that. And so, anyways, there was this one that I used to play where you could be the referee in like a match.
Yes.
Or
I used to just be referee a lot, too.
backstage.
Yeah.
You could like throw them out of the ring and then throw them backstage, and you could be in like the back parking garage and grab a gurney and slam it into them. And
Yeah, the first few SmackDown games,
forget-
that's what they were. There's
SmackDown.
There's 1 and 2 on
Just
PS1,
at
and
the
then
fastest
there's
lap.
Know Your
1
Role.
minute, 42.74.
Like
I
the
just remember doing the
SmackDown.
Royal Rumble, and I'd have like
Those are
Car in
fun.
P5, just at the
Because you
like
get to
the
do, you could
wrestlers.
go, you could go against a lot of wrestlers in that match, in that mode, and then
And
if
I'd
you
pick,
got
like-
kicked out, you could jump into someone
just
else.
pick somebody else.
Yeah.
I'd be like, and I'd be what was his name? Ultimo Dragon. I liked, or Rey Mysterio. I used to pick a lot.
Fucking Rey Mysterio. So that was for sure PS2.
Then I
For sure
and then, of
PS2.
course,
But maybe bring the
back
pain.
in the day, on the PS1, I would always be like Undertaker or.
So that's the one that I
My
was playing the other
favorite
day.
wrestler of all time. It's tied between Razor Ramon and Diesel.
Yeah,
Those are,
Razor
like,
Ramon's.
That's what I grew up watching.
Yeah, Razor Ramon's fucking. Rest in peace, Razor Ramon. Yeah, he was the bad guy.
He was, yeah, always with a toothpick. I think I've said this to you before, but I just
Diesel.
remember one in particular. He's doing one of those like interviews with the guy, and he's there, and his rival's on the other side of the camera, other side of the host, and they're interviewing each other back and forth, and they're chirping each other, and Razor says something and takes a toothpick out of his mouth and throws it at the guy, and the guy grabs a toothpick and breaks it in half, and he like flips out all like so pissed off because he got his toothpick broken in half, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Now I look back at that, I remember watching ladder matches with like Bret and Owen Hart and Shawn Michaels. I loved Shawn Michaels too. He was one of my favorites. Back before he became a bad guy.
He was hard on the pills in the late 90s. Like, you can see it in his. If you look back now, you can see it in his eyes. Like, that's a dude that's high, and it's obvious if you. The guy's fucked up. Now he kind of runs behind. He's a big behind the scenes guy now. Fuck. He's basically might as well be still around. Because he gets to pick the new talent in some ways.
Like he's tires getting fucking slick.
Considered the number one greatest wrestler.
Who? Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, and now especially now because he runs like the he basically brings in all the new.
Like I hate it. I remember. It wasn't until I got older, but I hated like WCW. Hated it. I was so WWF and anything. I thought everything WCW.
I wonder what I would have done.
Was such. It was the knockoff. It was a knockoff. So that's what it was always to me. They were the knockoff WWF, and then it wasn't until later on, like they started, kind of like. You had WCW versus NWO, and it just changed, and it got better.
Oh
so
yeah.
You got better.
Well, in this household, it was and because I still have said poster on the wall in the same spot, which is weird. Like an original The Rock poster, like a year or two into his tenure, like in the late '90s. So like, obviously, that was obviously the side I chose then, but. Now would I have chosen that side? I don't know.
When I remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin became Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like I remember watching that. I remember I saw
from Ringmaster Steve or Hollywood Steve or what he was going by at that. He had blonde hair, and then they made him. They made him change his gimmick into Stone Cold.
So, like, I remember...
96.
So,
97.
The most modern stuff would have been, Triple H, The Rock, 1, 2, 3 Kid, but I knew him as
X-Pac.
I knew him as the 1, 2, 3 X-Pac. But I knew him as 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Yeah. Well, that could be as early as the 90s.
Dude, that's when I was living in Barrie. I would have been in grade 3, so I would have been right in the middle of the 90s. Yeah, 94.
Car 7 has taken the lead.
And then I watched that Mankind cage fight where he got powerbombed through the top. And his tooth got shoved up through his face.
That was gore.
I remember that.
So that's 98.
I remember when they first started doing cage matches.
Yeah.
And the cage would come down, and it was like what the ladder match.
The actual
I
cage.
love ladder. Yeah, ladder matches were my fucking favorite. I loved them.
Yeah, they are still pretty. I think I might be seeing one at some point this week.
Is it?
They are still the fucking best.
I should come to a
Yeah,
wrestling
do it.
event sometime. Because I think I would enjoy it, because I haven't seen it in ages.
There is, I know, I think there is a Barrie Wrestling. I think that's what it's called too. I think there is a local promotion, and
My
a
brother
lot of
used
it's a
to do
kid.
it.
Like even the kids, usually it's a lot of it's kids safe. So,
yeah.
But sometimes
my brother used to do like a backyard wrestling league in my town.
that's old school too.
He was really big into like wrestling.
I've
That's
seen.
where it came from.
I've been to local wrestling shows where everyone there's everyone with kids leaves at a certain time, and then there's like a match or
Oh,
two
really?
after, and it's for like the adults.
Nice.
like someone gets cut open, and like there's fucking fighting everywhere. Like I've seen kids get scared though when they get into the audience at a local show.
Because they don't. It
Yeah,
looks real, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know enough to know
And
that
it's like-
just it's a live. It's a play.
I've been
Really,
into some
that's what
fucked
it
up
is, right?
situations,
If you
actually.
want to be really mean, like how I mean about NASCAR and call it touring cars, you can just call it wrestling. It's just It's a interactive play.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You know what I mean? It's interactive theater, I guess.
It's actually been done for like ages, and if it's like actually like same thing with people talk shit on UFC. Well, same thing with wrestling. There was not fake. It was not. No one was getting. There wasn't guts. There wasn't blood, and then there also was guts and blood, and they've been doing it for fucking. There's been the soft side of it, and then there's been that gory side of it for fucking ages, centuries.
Well, and I mean,
People
it's a
have been doing
great.
it since
It's
the beginning of
really
time.
it's storytelling.
yeah.
I would say that it's probably not as good as it probably once was, like on the mainstream level. I would assume that it's probably the stories are probably pretty fluffy, and
Yeah,
to
it's
be
been toned
completely
down
honest
now.
with you, when I see the wrestlers, they all look the same. They all wear the
You got to watch
brief-
AEW then. It's
They all
different.
wear brief underwear and boots, and it's like there's no.
Yeah,
like, I
WWE's
remember-
turned into that
I
for
remember
sure.
the Bash Brothers and Legion of Doom and Doink and
Two left to go. Two to go.
and his little buddies Dink and all the other little clowns.
Yeah, those
And, you know,
yeah.
like characters. I remember characters, and now they all look the same now. They all are.
What's
the same.
funny is people were saying that back then when they introduced these characters, because in the late 80s, early 90s, that's when they started bringing in common people like the Mountie and the Dentist and Doink the Clown.
I don't
Diesel
mind,
and Razor Ramon,
yeah, but I don't mind
Razor
the
was like
guy that's just all clean and wearing the brief underwear with the boots, and he's
good
coming
guy.
in as like the hero, like Joe Cool or something like that, and he's the young guy, and he's just a real clean cut guy. There's a need for that character as well, but I just remember you had Stone Cold, and you had even Triple H when he first started. Like, he was very different than
they
when
broke
he became,
into
right. There was good
in the late
stories.
90s they broke into these fucking they became more, they were focusing more on their person, like some of their
They had
personality
character
too.
development.
Yeah,
Like, look at Macho Man. Right?
rest in peace, Macho
Uh,
Man.
Yeah. Everyone I'm naming is dead.
Ooh yeah, it's Macho Man.
Like, I really liked The Undertaker, and
It's
with
just
Paul
rest
Bearer.
in peace. Rest in peace, Paul Bearer.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember the coffin match between Undertaker and and Yokozuna?
Yeah, Yoko fucking.
The big fat sumo wrestler?
He could barely
From
fit into
Japan.
it.
No, they made a bigger casket for him.
Yeah.
And every time you'd think the Undertaker was done, Paul Bearer would hold up the fucking urn, and he'd just sit straight up, and fuck, it was awesome. And then you got Kane.
Rest in peace, Kane. No,
I
he's
was a big
fucking.
Kane fan.
He's pretty ripped. He's a mayor right now in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is pretty decent. But he is a fucking Trumpster.
I finished second with 0x.
Nothing against Trumpsters, but
Good job, Mike. Thanks, man.
good job. Yeah, good job. Where did you finish? Fourth, 0x. Second, 0x. I got fourth.
Position.
Oh, I'm a white flag, fourth. Just cruising around.
Who else did I? And then I remember, like, so before Mankind, I remember, like, Dude Love and Cactus Jack. Those were his characters. Do you remember Al Snow?
Yeah.
And he had the head.
I fucking what was his? Forget his slogan. Get some head or something like that.
Yeah. And then
That's-
Farouk.
Then someone fucked the head. I think it was a really fucked up storyline. Yeah. And Bradshaw and so
Bradshaw, yeah.
they wanted to get away
Hardy
from these
Boys.
fucking cheesy characters from the 90s and 80s. They wanted these guys like they were like badasses and
Well, they fucked it then because that's what was
and
good,
then
was the
and then
character.
yeah, like now it's like I don't know. You can't fucking you can't bullshit shit because of Twitter and because of social media
It's
and the
too
internet.
fluff. That's what is
But
happened.
because
It's too
in the
dumbed
90s
down.
it was easy for us to, because some of us had no idea like if Mankind was real because we would Google it and when it was new there was nothing that would come up other than the odd, which I'm going to see Dave Meltzer and that's going to be crazy, the original dirt sheets.
that?
That's where the term dirt sheets comes from. Well, dirt sheets were before the internet too in magazines, but he was early internet. Like he started a website and talked about wrestling like
All
when the
right,
internet
this
started,
checkered flag.
and he
Great
still
job.
does it,
Really
and he'll
well.
probably be there tomorrow and Sunday and tomorrow. He's fucking, he knows everything somehow. Like is crazy. All right, 0x race P4. I'll fucking take it. So, yeah, and then in the 2000s, Chris Benoit died, Eddie Guerrero died, and they found out it was because of steroids, and then that fucked everything up. Nothing against the fact that it is wrong to probably do
Eddie
steroids
Guerrero.
and abuse steroids, and they also had a handful of doctors that Vince paid out of his pocket to just give out prescription. Actually, a doctor would walk in with a gym bag of drugs and open it up, and he would the wrestlers would know what to grab and just give them money. And it was nothing was spoken. You'd walk up, grab what you need, and give them the money. And that happened for a couple decades. And then they died, and that fucked shit up. And then Linda McMahon, the wife of Vince McMahon, started running for. She was on Trump's fucking cabinet. So then they went in the 2010s. They went political. So they had to be on TV. They had to. It's like, what the fuck. So that's what happened now because of today. And now, because of cancel culture, you can't do what we did in the late 90s when Mankind and what Stone Cold did. You can't say half the shit The Rock said. Like,
Oh, I know.
it's like, there's a bit of that. And the internet too. Like, it just. People show up at airports now. Not that didn't happen before, because it did happen in the old days, but not to the point where, like, it happens now, where these people are stalked for autographs, just like at NASCAR races where there are guys that have a bunch of shit to sign but to sell, kind of deal. And I've seen that at signings when Bono comes in. Like, there's these guys that show up and fake U2 shit, and they fucking they pretend they're, and they'll just get shit to sign to sell. But so there's a business in that. What are we doing? We're racing. What's on the docket for 12:30?
I gotta go to bed. I think.
Yeah, that might
I
be the
gotta
case.
work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm basically. We'll see how much work I have. I think it's supposed to be just sit in a seat and enjoy it kind of deal, and yeah, so and talk about it on the air next week.
Is the other guy going? The other host?
So he actually is doing a local event. He's doing an event Saturday night for the local promotion, 365 Wrestling. So he's going for Hamilton though on Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm waiting to see what my schedule is. So we'll find out what the fuck I'm doing, but